We were shocked to find Duck, however. Half of his face had been infected, but somehow he was the same Duck we knew and loved. However, it seems Duck now has a split personality only he can hear. Duck was glad someone came for him. Apparently he was stuck in the shed when this all started 2 weeks ago. He was mad at all the engines who had passed by and didn't think of checking the sheds. He was also irritated at James but didn't want to talk about it. He calmed down fast now that he had others to talk to. Duck then went pale as he saw the mist get darker. He yelled for us to get in and we didn't hesitate. We got James, Edward, and the passengers in the sheds, but we couldn't get Oliver. He looked into the mist and heard what we thought was Toads telling him to join him and that it isn't as bad. The turntable began to move on its own as Oliver slowly followed the voice as Duck begged him not to listen, but it was too late. He was gone. Duck said that when the mist goes dark it becomes more influential to those who hear its call. The mist began to clear up and Duck said it was good to head out and about time. It was almost an hour in there. We told him about Brendan. He was reluctant but decided to come with us as he didn't want to be alone again. This just happened and I'm writing as fast as possible. We stopped at Wellsworth to search the station for supplies or any survivors. While doing so, Duck was mumbling to himself. James tried to talk with him but Duck took no notice. Just then we heard Edward's frantic whistle and he shot right past us. He yelled for us to hurry up. He was then sent down the Brendan branch. What the hell are Charlie and Sydney doing? They're going to get themselves killed. While heading down the Brendan branch we saw Edward sitting in the middle of the line. He was looking at something, the smoking remains of Trevor laying on his side. It seemed as though he was hit by something, but we had no idea what, but all we knew was that he was dead. Edward began to cry, saying how he couldn't take it as he had lost everyone. This was strange as we were still here. Duck tried comforting him, but it didn't work. We realized that if Trevor was here, Gem Cole also had to be nearby, so we checked the nearby town. While searching in one of the buildings, there was Gem Cole, who was staring off blankly as he sat at the table and told us what had happened. He said that he tried contacting Sydney on his radio so Trevor could talk to Edward, as he feared he was killed. Sadly, while Edward was escaping the facility, Sydney's radio fell out of the cabin. When they went back to retrieve it, it was damaged beyond repair. Believing they were gone, Trevor decided to take his life while Gem and his son were searching for supplies. We asked about his son and what hit Trevor. He broke down, saying that Trevor killed himself by moving onto the tracks, letting that blue bastard hit him, and in his words, the son of a bitch didn't even try to stop and just kept going, and his son was turned by the mist and was put down. Gem began to cry and Sydney went to comfort him, but didn't get a chance as Gem grabbed his rifle, pointed it at himself and pulled the trigger. The sound it showed around the village, and the room went silent as no one could believe what they witnessed. I saw Sydney got some of Gem's blood splattered on him as he just stared at Gem's lifeless body. When we got back, Edward still wasn't doing good, but we decided not to tell him what had happened, fearing for Edward's mentality. But we knew Edward knew exactly what had happened.